Let's get into the third part of what 24th day. So we have to make if you haven't got anything like how you must have to get you must have to got in time, but you couldn't and nobody initiate for that kind of thing, everybody has just neglect these kinds of thing, and nobody cares and everybody comes, it just comes to avoid this kinds of nobody has attention on this kinds of fulfillment, even everybody even that is what that is already set in someone's memorandum or someone's anything like that, or post or in a newspaper in the newspaper something like that, but nobody has true attention, or the people who are representatives who are actually concerned with these activities or something like that, everybody are just neglecting and they are just oriented with only with for their own personal benefits and merits. So this is today's generation, you know and that's what actually happening in this era, and everything here like their voices like really impactful, people are here, they are really delicate, and they even show the political parties. I'm not talking about here political parties or something like that, I have no personal queries on that kind of thing, but sometimes here like how auspicious things, and here and that is actually impacting. So what can I say, we should have to stop and we must have to follow this path, and that will be, really how that is a kind of salubrious things, and it has to be. If we not going to choose, if you're not gonna choose that path, in that way we can't be satisfied, satisfaction won't remain in our life, and that won't become, and you won't get anything like that even in your entire life, and that will inhalate and annihilate a kind of that passion, your satisfaction, or anything like that, you start at a point, from where you can't move ahead. So that will be a regretful point for you, and that will what disparage you, and what that will lead you somewhere where you never want to be, so these kinds of things will can come in your mind, but you mustn't have to follow like how even your situation is very how large most, but you must have to be calm, emotionally your emotional stability must be how stable. Stability is really matters, and really matters, what matters in life. Firstly, satisfaction really matters everywhere. We must have to find what satisfaction. Until we can't find these things, then where passion and where eagerness, everything will be what fade somewhere, and it will fade, and there's nothing, and what can I say, guys? Learn to be like a person who has no care about others, just focusing on his activities or actions, and that's it. That's the life, and that must be a kind of life for only for that person. He's not even caring about other people, what others are saying or others are judging from outside, there's actually no attention on people. So learn to be like that kind of person. In that way, even your journeys have really small or tiny, but your steps are really uh, really standard, that are never, that are unstable, you go forward non-stop. So that is a kind of passion, you know you are really passionate person, and you have to be, and we have to appreciate your work, or this kinds of this level of what eagerness, and you must have to obey it, you know if there is any, if they are around you like that, you know, adversity comes in everyone's life, but we must have to deal with it. And like a pragmatic person, that way everything you'll get. I'm not talking about it directly, but you will get it in your life, and that will be, and that situation will bring lots of happiness among your family's member. Even you feel really how a really satisfied person. Because you actually got that thing that you actually that you ever wanna get in your life, and that is what even people comes to. That's the that your activities was like continuous or something like that. And but you want what you want really never feel like that, because you are actually uh, how hardworking and struggling here, and that is another level of peak level of what passion or eagerness, and it has to be. That's it. So even that somebody comes to insult you and they are still start insulting you, let them insult after when they will insult you. On once they come come to hear about how they are used to insult you, but now how you are and how they are, in that way they come to see the difference between you and them, and that will be a turning point. And from that point, the the behavior and the treating behavior towards you will be changed, completely changed, will be changed. It has its natural, and it will become, because you are in a good path, and you'll get it everything in life. So never be demotivated or something like that. Even a dilapidated a miserable situation, everybody are going ahead with throughout the life with how a dismal situation, but they are not even caring. They are just concentrated on their activities, on they have full energy and what a fascination. All this, everything's are not here like fascinated or astonied. Maybe some parts of our life will be seen like how had or something like that. But we are not getting and we're just not even involving in any kind of activities. You know So that's life, guys. So struggling phase is the life, our life's phase, and we'll get it. And we'll what overcome from it. That's it, and everything will be like how if you want to have started what struggling on your actions or your career, chasing your objective dreams, and everything will your journey will be like how inexorable. It will be like that, and maybe you can be also like a person who's munificent, and you have to be, once you become like that kind of person, then you mustn't have to go anywhere for the search of prestige, your reputation, your harmony, your liberation. You can find and you can have all these things around the people, among the people, and that's will be a, and this is all these things will be your life, you know and still in the process you are still in the process of learning everything from your life, and you are still getting. But one thing, you mustn't have to do that. You mustn't actually panic even in a small situation. Obstacles and the problems are but troubles will come, can come in everyone's life, and you have to uh, feel the pain, learn to chase, embrace the pain, you know, and feel that back and go. And you just have to focus on chasing goals or something like that. Other things are just distraction that will just come to divert your mentality and your mindset towards negativity. And that's it, that's life, guys. So don't ever fall in these kinds of distraction, or you mustn't have to